John, Reed's death coming just weeks after GOP Senate leader Bob Dole's passing. How do these two juggernauts in the political world compare?
Well, Bob Dole was someone who was Republican leader for a decade, and Harry Reid also served more than 10 years as his party's main man on the Senate floor. Both of them set near records for holding that position, but there was a significant difference. Bob Dole was loved by colleagues on both sides of the aisle, and he was consistently reaching out, no matter what the legislation, to make sure it was bipartisan. Harry Reid, on the other hand, grew more partisan as he became entrenched as Senate Democratic leader. As you mentioned, the passage of the Affordable Care Act and the Dodd-Frank regulatory measure were significant. But unlike Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal or Medicare passed in the 1960s, these measures were passed primarily along party lines. And this partisanship was certainly enhanced when Harry Reid finally pulled the trigger on what's known as the nuclear option. That is, changing the rules of the Senate in 2013 to end the 60-vote requirement to end a filibuster and bring a nomination to a vote. In fact, it ended the filibuster for every presidential appointment except the Supreme Court. 4 years later, Republicans returned the favor when they were in the majority, Senator Mitch McConnell, their leader, moved to end the filibuster on Supreme Court appointments, paving the way for Donald Trump's 3 appointees to go to the High Court. Again, this left the Senate a lot more of a partisan and divided institution than when it began. A postscript on Harry Reid. Unlike Bob Dole, who had almost all easy races in Kansas, Reid had some tough campaigns more often than not. In fact, he lost his first bid for the Senate by 700 votes, and in 1998, when he was seeking re-election and voters were growing increasingly irate at some of the positions he took, he won by 425 votes out of more than 417,000 cast, one of the closest races in history. Harry Reid finally stepped down. His legacy will be that of a strong leader. Even Republicans concede he was the most influential Nevada politician in history, but he also leaves a legacy of partisanship that remains in the Capitol. Think of him as a Democratic Newt Gingrich. Back to you guys.
John Gizzi, remembering the life of Harry Reid at the Capitol. John, thank you.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.